Right. This is the difference between mitosis and meiosis. This is on e-chalk, and I'd like you to really do this as many times as it takes for you to know this and not to make any mistakes. But I'm going to go through this with you just to get a feel for the types of differences which they're going to ask you about. So before we start this, I just want you to look at, obviously you've got two columns, you've got mitosis and meiosis, okay? And the areas where there's differences are: when does it happen? Where does it happen? How many cells does it produce? We're going down the left-hand side here. How many chromosomes does the new cell have? And what's the variation between the cells? Okay, so we start at the top here. This type of cell division occurs during the production of gametes. Okay, so we're looking here, and this is a when does it happen? So what produces gametes? And hopefully you should know that that is meiosis. Okay, the daughter cells have half as many chromosomes as the parent. Well, remember, mitosis is the genetically identical copying of the parent. So if they're genetically identical, they would have the same number of chromosomes. So if daughter cells have half as many, which we call haploid, remember, then that's got to be meiosis. So how many chromosomes? That's going to go down there. The daughter cells are genetically different from each other and the parent cell, while mitosis is genetically identical. Remember, when we're thinking about mitosis, a really easy way to remember it is think about your toesies, your mitoses, your toes. Are they made of sperm and egg? No. They are just normal cells which are all identical to each other in terms of the number of chromosomes they have and the genetic variation. Okay, so mitoses are made of normal cells which are genetically identical. They're not made of sperm and eggs, which are the gametes which meiosis produces. So genetically different has got to be meiosis. This takes place in the reproductive organs. Well, mitoses on my toe. Is my toe a reproductive organ? No. So reproductive organs produce the gametes, remember the sperm and the egg, and so that really fits. So where does it happen? In the reproductive organs. This takes place in all cells apart from the gametes. Now this is mitoses. Mitoses aren't gametes. All cells would be skin, heart, lungs, all cells reproducing are not producing sperm and eggs, they're just producing normal cells with the same chromosomes. They may have different expressions of those chromosomes because a liver cell is different from a nerve cell, but they've all got the same chromosomes in, which are going to be expressed in a different way to make them type of cells. So remember, the chromosomes are the same even if the look of them isn't. So this takes place in all cells apart from gametes, has got to be mitosis. And so where does it happen? In all cells. The daughter cells are clones and are genetically identical to the parent. Well, that's got to be variation, and we now know that's mitosis. The daughter cells have the same number of chromosomes. Once again, genetically identical is going to be the same number of chromosomes, and we can cross-reference to the fact that the daughter cells of meiosis have half the number. The same number of chromosomes, which is the full complement, is called diploid. Half is haploid. So diploid, haploid. This type of cellular division occurs during growth and repair. This is like my toes growing, mitosis. So when does it happen? Mitosis, growth and repair. Remember growth and repair, okay? And this type of cell division produces 4 gametes. Now it produces gametes. Are my toes gametes with sperm and eggs? No. And the fact is, 4 makes sense because if you think about meiosis, it copies the genetic material before it starts, so it's got twice as much, and then it produces 4 gametes, so 2 divided by 4 is a half, so each one of the 4 has half the genetic material. And lastly, how many cells? This type of cell division produces 2 daughter cells, which is mitosis. And there I've got full marks. Guys, this is a great little tool. It's a case of making sure that you go through it and you do it again and again. I think that you could nail this in 15 minutes if you did it again and again, say 3 or 4 times, until it becomes second nature. Once again, it's 100%er, okay? Go out there and nail it. Any questions? Email me.